Good afternoon, 10 to 4, and I've just got in from work. Had an early day today, and it's nice to be home at this time on a Saturday because it doesn't usually happen. I had to do sort of extra during the week because a member of staff was ill, so yeah, so I've got an early finish today, which is lovely. But then, I mean, everything closes at 5 here on a Saturday anyway, which is bizarre. So when you go outside, the supermarkets, all the shops, absolutely everything shut by 5 o'clock. Very archaic. It's just like going back to Britain back in the, gosh, 1970s and 80s, really. It's really odd, especially on a Saturday night, but hey. So yeah, I've had a really, really busy week. I've had lots and lots and lots to do, and I've sort of been starting at 6:30 most mornings and getting home for 6 o'clock. So it's been a really, really long day. I've had lots to do at work. I've had lots of stuff to finish at work, especially after getting back from holiday. So I'm preparing for Christmas. And it's going to be, I mean, it's already picked up now. So it's going to be a really, really busy time for me, at least. I've also been preparing for Christmas myself, to Daryl's consternation. He hates it. I love it, which is just so us, really, because we're just completely opposite in every single respect. So I've been trying to, well, I bought a Christmas tree, I bought Christmas decks, etc., etc. Now, back in the UK, my Christmas tree would be up around about now. But obviously, I thought, it's not dark here. The nights are not drawing in. It's still light. So it just seems a bit wrong to put up Christmas decorations so early. Although next door, I've had their Christmas decorations up all year. So maybe it's not. It got me thinking. I really, really, really want a decent Christmas this year, as they used to be, as I remember as a child. Now, I love all things retro, as you all know. I love the 70s. Pattern swirly carpets. I mean, if I could have pattern swirly carpets, I would. And you can see behind me the mixtures of patterns and textures and colours, everything. Love it. Mismatch, which is a great excuse for just buying what you want, really, and just as Daryl would say, just buying a load of old tat and yeah, calling it retro. Anyway, so I've been trying to find retro Christmas decorations, and it hasn't really been working out. Now, back in the day, when I was young, my memory, one of my earliest memories is decorating Christmas tree with mum. Now, sparkly tree, sparkly lights, lots of tinsel, crepe paper around the base, and those glass, everything was glass. So all the decorations on the tree were glass. Now, mum used to have like tiny fruit ones, so like berries and stuff like that. Actually, they weren't so small, they're quite big. And they were so delicate. And obviously, we had a cat, the trees would fall on the floor. Luckily, it was carpeted, but on occasion, they got broke. And then you'd have those lights, those fairy lights, all multicolours. And then when one bulb went, they all went. And you couldn't actually get anything to work. Funnily enough, they are actually coming back in fashion. And all things retro, including swirly carpets, are really the in thing. So watch this space, as they say. Anyway, I've ordered a few Christmas decorations off of Etsy. Had a look on eBay because they're always a good bet for that type of thing. But a box of retro decorations from Woolworths in the 1970s was retailing on there for about £140, which is nearly $300. And I'm damned if I'm paying that sort of money for them. So I'll have to improvise and get something that looks very similar. Christmas shopping. I've done most, well, I've done it all really. I mean, I'm only buying for other half, mum-in-law, and friend. That's it. So we don't really need to buy too much, which is good. The food is all paid for because I've been saving up my wonderful flyby points. Now, I used to love Tesco Club Card. I was able to put an extra £1 or £2 away after each shop, and that money would mount up and up and up. And I think, more or less, by the time I left the UK, I built up about £250, which is about $500. Flybys, however, is even better. Now, flybys you can get at, I think it's Target, Kmart, and of course, the supermarket we shop at, Coles. And I built up so far $500. Now, that's not topping up any money myself. That's literally, I do surveys as well. So you can do surveys with flybys and build your points that way and money. And you can obviously get it with shopping. So Christmas will be paid for in one fell swoop. Now, Daryl used to say to me that, Australians, oh, we don't really do Christmas. We really don't. But you do. Australians really do Christmas. And they do it in the same way that the British do Christmas. And there's stuff in the shops already and people getting excited and buying and all the rest of it. So, yes, Christmas is big here as anywhere else. It may be the summer. It's going to be a hot summer this year, apparently. It's going to be blazing hot. The burn-offs have been horrendous, so there's been smoke everywhere. But Christmas will be celebrated in a very British style. Aircon's working, although I've got lots of different insects coming through. Found the biggest cockroach you've ever seen in my bedroom. But that's because we were cleaning the vents, etc., etc. I've closed all the vents. I'm thinking to myself, right, I shall open them at Christmas only, or when it gets so unbearably hot, the aircon has to go on. It works perfectly well. We don't know the last time it was serviced, so we might have to get it serviced, to be honest, because there's all sorts of diseases that can lurk up in air conditioning units, especially on the roof. It's probably for the spiders as well. A woman came to the shop the other day and she showed me a picture on her phone of the biggest spider you've ever seen. She said, oh, it's hanging on my car. Would you like to come and see it? No, thank you. I don't do spiders. Well, I do spiders because I live in Australia, but if I can avoid them, I will. Lots of aches and pains at the moment, so it's I don't know if it's that time of year. It shouldn't be. My arthritis is fine. That's cool. I've done my. Oh, there we go. There we go. My surgical. And that's fine. It's a knee brace. I've done my knee in, and rather like Madonna at her concert, wearing her knee brace. Mind you, she's 65 and I'm 52. I am also having to wear a knee brace, and it's I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's arthritis. I don't know if I've just pulled something, sprained something, or whatever. I've been doing a lot of heavy lifting, so that's probably got something to do with it. So, yeah, it hurts. I took a painkiller this morning because as I was getting out of the bath, I pulled my back. And actually, the painkiller is great. It works perfectly well. Better than UK. You can buy really strong ones over the counter here, which is fantastic. But it's just showing my age. So if I'm going to pull my back getting in and out the bath and do my knee in, then, what's to come really. However, our bath is, sunken bath. It sounds rather 70s glam, but it's not. It's just so low, it hurts to get in and out. So the bathroom really needs to be done. We had the quote back from the double glazing, 20 grand, which I didn't think was too bad. £10,000. That's all the windows, doors, and hopefully the front door. We're in two minds as to whether to go for it or not. It would solve a lot of the noise problem. It would insulate the house fantastically well. But Daryl possibly needs a car soon. So we don't want to get a second-hand car. We just want to get a brand new one because it's false economy buying second-hand, and new cars really hold their value here. So that's probably going to be our first port of call, and then we'll hold off with the double glazing for a while. There's other stuff we need to do in the house anyway, so stuff we need to get done. Next step is concentrating on the bedroom. It's got to be decorated and carpeted. It's all expense, and so we don't have endless pots of money. So we've just got to pick and choose what we do first. I love double glazing, I really would. We have to okay that with the local strata just to make sure it's in keeping with the rest of the strata, and they are not going to object to us having double glazing anyway, so it might be quite a long process. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get some dinner. I'm absolutely shattered, and I shall stick this blog, should I say, because I'm not writing this week. I've got a lot to do, and I need to rest up because when you've worked 60 plus hours in a week, you just need to rest a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll stick this vlog on instead. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. I think you've got storms in the UK at the moment, I believe. I don't know. I think Spain is still about 24, 25, so that's good. I think we're about 35, something like that. I don't know, but it's a bit, I said, overcast today. It's not going to rain, but it just looks a bit cloudy. So, and tomorrow, Sunday, out for lunch, usual, and all the same. So, have a good one. Look after yourselves. Ciao.